my name is Miranda, and today I'm here to react to episode 6 of Cloak and Dagger. And with this episode, we are officially now more than halfway through the first season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how things are going to start to come together and what answers we're going to start to get about the Roxxon explosion, and maybe look into more about how Tandy and Tyrone got these powers, or at least seeing them have some better control together over these powers. So without further ado, let's get started. So I wonder what this big catastrophic, chasmolatic, I don't know what the word is, but I wonder what the big event is going to be. Because you would think maybe the Roxxon explosion was the first thing, like that was a big event, but I wonder like what's going to happen that Tandy and Tyrone have to stop. Probably something with that detective, because he's just literally everywhere. That was an awkwardly placed scene just to make us believe for a second that Tandy and Tyrone were hooking up. She's so good at undercover work. Like, I freaking love her. So again, there's a very good parallel between Tandy and Tyrone. They're both trying to go undercover kind of to learn more about these things in their life. She got the job, he didn't. Which, honestly, her job's probably a little bit safer, so he kind of dodged a big no-no there. She hasn't noticed. There just happens to be a figure that looks exactly like Tyrone. I love that he just comes and visits her now. Like, they're so, like, you know, they know each other now. That's so deep, though. Like using people's hopes, that's something that's good. Using people's nightmares, that's like their worst fears. Isaac and Evan from Scum. I kind of don't get the detective storyline, because like she's still going after the drug dealers and he's like, oh cool, but like you're the head drug dealer, so like how does that, what's the thought process there? They're so cute. Like they could be best friends in another life. That's weird. So that's probably what's connected to the event that the aunt is predicting. Which is weird too, because like that's also very similar to Runaways in that like they're drilling for something that no one knows what they're drilling for. But I feel like this one, I don't know, makes a bit more sense of like how it's impacting the environment and stuff like that, so we'll see. What they both have in common is that we don't know what's in either of them. I don't mean it to sound bad, but like I didn't know Tandy was this like science smart. Like I knew she was like street smart and very like she could read situations well, but like she is like super smart, like smarter than the average person. Like she's probably on the same level as her dad, as Mina. I'm super impressed and even more in love with her now. That's nice. Nicer. You're a jerk. My girl. I wonder if that's what happened then in the first explosion. Like, her dad and Mina's dad did everything right, but something happened with, like, Roxxon trying to cut corners or save money, and they didn't follow the plans that were exactly laid out. Well, he found him so fast. See, I just feel like this isn't fair to use people's fears against them, because one, it's, like, their worst fears, and, like, you're just gonna, like, freak them out and give them, like, some kind of, like, psychotic breakdown. And then two, like, why does Ty have to see all this too? Like, this is horrifying! It's like a ugh! No, he's blocked Ty, don't do this. This is horrifying. Yeah, that's just all I have to say about it. Horrifying. Yeah, I don't like that. I can see that having some moral dilemmas for poor Ty. Maybe Tandy, like, not understanding it, because like hers, everyone's always like happy after she does it, and he's like, literally I just heard kids singing a creepy song. Guys, why do Tandy and Mina have such good chemistry together? Like literally I am shipping them, and they've only been in one episode really well together. Like they were in the other one briefly, but like this is amazing. They both like science, they're both super cute and sweet. And it's like Mina's the one that's like the little feisty bulldog, and then Tandy's just the one that will stab something. Oh, I didn't even think. I thought she was trying to comfort her and hold her hand, but she was trying to read her hopes. Oh my gosh, Tandy. So good. See, I get distracted by the pretty ladies, and you're just fine. See, that actually makes more sense for when, like, someone's supposedly supposed to be, like, so smart and you're able to trick them. Like, this makes sense that she can figure out it's Tandy after, like, a few hours with her. She's a great liar, actually, so I'm gonna ask you to back up and go make some more cookies because those did look delicious. It's so hard to figure out, too, if I should trust Mina or not because she seems really nice and really, like, why would you lie to me? Like, I'm, like, you know, she sees the world as black and white right now and good and stuff like that, but like at the same time I don't know if they're trying to trick me. The only thing that makes me think that she is good is right now I feel like Ty has that ally in the detective, and this could be like Tandy's version of having an ally in the whole Roxanne stuff, so that's why I do think she should be good, but like I'm just so reluctant to trust it because TV shows like always swap it on you and you're just like, so just like thinking right now, I think that if one of them were to die by the end of the season and obviously come back, but if one of them were, I think it would be Tandy because just she seems to be in the less vulnerable position right now, you know, like he's like literally like out with like people shoving guns in his face and getting tackled and stuff like that, and I feel like they're trying to create this sense that he's the one that is gonna, you know, eventually be the one to die, but I feel like because of that they'll flip it and then Tandy will actually be the one. How does he know that? Unless he was there. Okay, so I feel like he's definitely gonna die, Dwayne, because like he's now like thinking like it looks like he'll go back maybe and like talk on the cop or something, and cop ain't gonna let that happen. So, Dwayne, it's been nice knowing you that I don't think you're gonna make it through the season. I am curious where the other friend is, because it would be weird if they just like don't talk about him. Like, how did Dwayne get there to see everything that happened that night? Or where was the other friend? Oh yeah, he might be killed this episode because it's more of a like, we'll talk after. We never talk after. Huh. So that's definitely the door to the rig. And is he like stuck? Wait, that's Ty's stuff. That's so interesting. So like is his hope and his fears like tied together? So she can't access it? Huh. This is such a bad idea. Like, oh my gosh. And the stupid detective works out in this because either Dwayne gets killed or the detective gets killed, and then both people that are up his butt and giving him problems, at least one of them's gone. Poor Tyrone. Like, how does this kid get wrapped up in everything? Tandy's just out there eating some cookies. Oh my gosh, when she finds out that he set that up, she's gonna be heartbroken. Whoa. I wonder if the detective will start, like, remembering, like, he'll think, like, someone's following him, because Ty already did it once where he went and disappeared on him. So, I wonder what the detective's gonna start saying about it, you know? Like, thinking someone's following him. Oh, she can't touch him. I wonder if once they unlock their powers, though, then they'll be able to kind of, like, ebb and flow with it. Jeez. And that was his one kind of last connection to Billy, you know? Someone who might have known more answers. That trailer for next week looks awesome. Oh my gosh. So I didn't even think that that's how they'll have to do it. They'll have to get Tyrone and Tandy into the same thing. They're going to have to explain to Mina what's going on, though, because, like, obviously they're going to be in there for a while, and she's just going to be watching these people hold her dad's hand and not say anything and just be like, what's happening? And I feel like I want to trust her so bad, guys, but I don't. I'm just so reluctant to, because every single show makes you think, like, you can trust them, but then you can't. This episode was really good, too. Like, I like when they do these kind of episodes that are tangent separate storylines for Tyrone and Tandy, so it's like they have their different storylines, but they have similar patterns to them, and they cross and they intersect, and this was both them looking into trying to figure out more of what happened with their respective tragedies in their life, and Tandy got pretty far. Tyrone definitely took like 5 steps backwards, so we'll see what happens. But if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below to make all sorts of new Cloak and Dagger videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!